Hello everybody! In this episode of Chill and Cozy Gaming News, I'll share a newly announced cozy game, 3 free cozy demos you can play right now, a magical tavern sim that was just delayed until April, and 8 new cozy games releasing in January, including open world survival games, online kitty parkour, pandas doing laundry, and an adorable Animal Crossing inspired life sim that's finally coming to PC and Nintendo Switch after a year and a half. I spent my holiday break nerding out on this research to bring you an assortment of cozy games and chill games infused with bits of adrenaline pumping action. So basically, this is a research project that I did for fun. I'm fully aware this is not normal, but enjoy. From the solo developer that brought us Bunhouse comes Cinnabunny, a cozy animal-themed life sim where you play as an adorable bunny who operates a bakery where your little bun family also resides. In addition to baking and foraging, you'll also do a bit of farming to grow ingredients, scout the local ecosystem through birdwatching, and capture the rogue recycling robots for a bit of excitement. Cinnabunny can also be played with a friend through local couch co-op and is welcoming to casual gamers of all skill levels. Plus, it has bunnies, so it was an automatic wishlist from me. Next up are 3 new free demos and playtests you can try right now, which I already did and I'm going to share my thoughts. City Garden Harvest is scheduled to release here in January, so I decided to try the demo. It's a very cozy, futuristic gardening simulator that all takes place within your city high-rise apartment. Your main goal is to grow plants, cook and sell foods using the crops you harvest, decorate your apartment, and spend any extra time working remotely as a gaming programmer. Don't worry, you don't actually do any programming. I spent 3 hours playing the demo, planning to create a video about it, but full disclosure, I found it quite frustrating and quickly scrapped the plan. There's a lot that isn't properly explained, like the various fertilizers and how to use them, how the different work options affect your pay, and the necessary items quickly clutter your inventory and work area. City Garden Harvest is a cute game, and the idea of working as a gardener and decorating my urban apartment is intriguing, but I personally think this one needs a bit more polish before release. But try it for yourself and see what you think. Demo number 2 is Squeakross Home Squeak Home, and it wasn't until I googled Picross that I understood the naming for this game, where you complete nonogram puzzles to reveal pictures and earn items to decorate an apartment for your fully customizable mouse. Or maybe it's a rat. Listen, I know rabbits, not rodents. And rabbits aren't rodents, by the way, they're lagomorphs, so let's just call these mice and get on with it. This game looks juvenile, but the nonograms can be a bit on the challenging side, so it's no doubt enough to keep adults engaged as well, and I rather enjoyed these silly little logic puzzles and pimping out my mouse house. Squeakross is set to release on Steam and itch.io sometime in 2025, but the demo with dozens of free puzzles is yours to try for free right now on Steam. And I could see this easily porting to Switch eventually, since it can probably run on a toaster. The 3rd free-to-try game is Skycraft, which I included because I'm nuts about open-world survival crafting games, especially ones with procedurally generated islands. Skycraft is created by a solo developer and is very much bare bones currently, but give it a whirl while the public alpha playtest is active. You begin on a floating island and collect resources to craft tools, a workbench, and eventually a shelter to protect yourself from creatures and the elements. The unique twist is that you can embody your spirit to capture the essence of the sky and use this to enhance your abilities and expand your island. And again, most of this isn't yet coded into the game, but you can play around with the speed and altitude of your island. Yeah, you can fly it. Totally cool, right? But be careful about jumping when your island's breaking the sound barrier. Skycraft has a long way to go before it's finished, but it could grow into a fun little multiplayer survival game later this year. Let's move along to news and updates, and sadly, the only cozy gaming updates I have to share in this episode is the delay of Magic Inn, a magical tavern and life sim originally scheduled to release here in January, but was just delayed until April. The small 4-developer team admitted to being overly ambitious and wants to fine-tune some of the game mechanics and thoroughly test them before releasing the finished product. So if managing a spooky inn with magic and engaging in card battles to negotiate with NPCs for your tavern supplies sounds like fun, just keep Magic Inn on your Steam wishlist for a little bit longer. These next 8 games are still set to launch throughout the month of January, beginning on January 9th with a retro pixel-style choose-your-own-adventure called S4U, Citypunk 2011, and Love Punch. That's a long title. It's a visual novel where you play as Mickey, an architect who spends her days chatting with multiple clients, juggling conversations and solving problems, and then interacts with characters after the workday is finished. The over 300 choices you make through your keyboard will directly affect Mickey's memories, romance, and her story. I've never played an immersive sim game like this before, but the chill aesthetic and being able to influence the game through my choices is nostalgic and refreshing. S4U plans to release this week on the 9th for around $13 US, a price point that I feel is quite fair and appealing. Next, releasing on January 13th is Dreaming Isles, which offers a more casual adventure and life sim experience. You're a sailor who became lost and washed ashore to an abandoned island where you'll create a farm and stay a while, getting to know the villagers, whom you can romance, and you can decide how to help them with the pirates who caused their traders grief. Dreaming Isles looks to be an endearing Zelda-inspired, island-themed pixel adventure that might be worth sailing onto your Steam wishlist. Aloft releases 2 days later on January 15th and is a beautiful, casual, open-world multiplayer survival game you can play solo or with up to 7 friends. I've played the Aloft demo and adore exploring the floating islands to gather resources and find animals, clearing the fungal corruption within the ecosystem, learning ancient secrets, and crafting materials to survive and build an island base that can be sailed through the skies. Aloft is more of a soft survival game with a focus upon exploration and creatively building island bases that you can take with you when visiting a friend's world. That's so cool. It's no doubt one of my top chill gaming picks for the beginning of 2025. Bao Bao's Cozy Laundromat has a demo that releases on January 15th and is an aesthetic idle game where you and your panda friends run a laundromat. Hire panda helpers, buy washing machines and decor, and enjoy leaving the game open and vibing to the relaxing lo-fi music and waddling pandas as you go about other activities. Now, it's a demo, so you'll only have 6 washers and dryers to manage and some plants for decor with no hireable workers, but you can get a taste of what's in store for us when Bao Bao's Cozy Laundromat fully releases. On January 17th, Skystead Ranch launches yet another floating island game into the skies, but this one is most definitely on the cozy side, with building a home, farming, and creature collecting as your main activities. As you discover creatures and take notes, you will learn how to befriend and invite them to your ranch. There's also a traveling merchant, cooking and fishing, construction projects such as a sky dock, and new areas to unlock as you progress. Skystead Ranch is created by a very small UK-based development team, had a successful Kickstarter campaign last fall, and is set to launch on Steam and Epic Games on the 17th, with a likely port to Nintendo Switch in the future. Next up is Border Town, an open-world RPG farming and life sim that releases onto Steam on January 22nd. In Border Town, you'll enlist the help of villagers you befriend to battle the orcs who have invaded the 6 surrounding biomes and rebuild the town. With such a variety of gameplay mechanics such as farming, fishing, crafting, building, trading, exploring, NPC relationships, combat, and raising animals, Border Town seems to allow players to experience the game in ways that best suit their unique playstyles, and I love this, as well as the art style. If it has enough depth to match the gameplay variety, it could be one gem of a game. And on the 30th of January, 2 cat-themed games launch, the first of which is Jumping Jazz Cats, a party game with parkour cats platforming through 6 levels inside an elegant mansion. Choose from over 40 cat breeds which you can customize with unlockable cosmetics. I'm totally going to be a chonky gray cat because, well, here are my 2 gray kitties, Jack Jack and Tubby. Tubby's a sweetheart and Jack Jack's an And because this game's not called Jumping Jazz Cats for nothing, you'll leap, pounce, and scale chandeliers while bopping to some sweet jazz tracks in offline solo gameplay, or with up to 4 players locally, or 9 players in online gameplay with friends or random matchmaking, which I think makes this title exponentially more enticing. And finally, on January 30th, Hello Kitty Island Adventure leaves the exclusivity of Apple Arcade and will release on Nintendo Switch and PC, with plans to port to PlayStation 2, though just not yet. It's rare that I'm envious of mobile gaming, but this is one that made me want to steal my son's iPhone to play because it looks so darn cute. It's like Animal Crossing with Sanrio characters. But now, PC gamers and Switch players can enjoy this vibrant, adorable life sim that offers exploration, puzzles, cooking, decorating, and interacting with over 40 nostalgic Hello Kitty characters, 80 plus hours of quests, and even multiplayer gameplay. There's no price listed yet on Steam, but it looks to cost between $40 to $60 for Nintendo Switch, depending on whether you want the additional cosmetic items. I'm a bit crushed by this price point, to be honest. I know we're paying for the Hello Kitty licensing, but it's not cheap, and seeing everyone else play this super cute game will no doubt cause FOMO-induced purchases. So I haven't decided whether Hello Kitty Island Adventure has enough creativity and action to keep me engaged and is worth investing in, but it's no doubt one of the hottest new cozy games to release on PC and Nintendo Switch. According to my viewer survey, 52% of you plan to buy the game on PC or Nintendo Switch. So clearly, I'm not the only one whose purchase decision is still in limbo. If you're still watching, comment below with your vote and why. So there you have it, news and release dates for 13 spicy hot chill and cozy indie games. We have Cinnabunny Announced and hopping onto Steam mid-February, several cozy games with new free demos, and a heaping handful of relaxing game releases sprinkled throughout January. From super chill cozy games to aesthetic survival and adventure games, there's a fresh new game for you to discover or hop back into thanks to these updates. So let me know in the comments what your top gaming picks are for January, and if you don't want to miss out on the latest in chill and cozy games, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.